Hey y'all, it's Olivia, and today I'm going to film a video about the 15 things I wish I knew before I studied abroad in Scotland. I would have been much better off had I known these things before I got over to the UK. I wanted to say that in this video I'm going to be talking about Great British Maths Survival Service, but if you want to learn more about that, stick around to the end. But first, let's get back to the scheduled programming. Okay. The first thing I need you to know is that you will embarrass yourself. Yeah, this is inevitable. It's gonna happen. I did it on the first day. My story is I needed to catch the bus to my uni campus. Like, it was an act of Congress for me to even figure out what bus to get on. So like, I was already worked up. I was like sweating, nervous. And then I get up to the man, like the bus driver, to pay him. And I said, oh, how much is a ticket? You know, I didn't know how much a ticket was. And his lovely Scottish accent, which again, I say is lovely, but I wasn't used to it yet. He told me the price, and I was like, come again? And again, he said the price. Still didn't catch on. This goes on till about the 5th time, and at that 5th time, he was so fed up with me. He just pointed to his seat, and he just like, you know, I understood what he said then, and I was like, sit your butt down, like, just forget it. So that was embarrassing. I was mortified, but I laughed about it later. It really wasn't that big of a deal. I never forgot the price of the bus after that. That's just some of the things about getting yourself out of your comfort zone. Like, that's why you're studying abroad, to have these new experiences. Be prepared to embarrass yourself, but be open-minded and find the fun in it. Okay, so my second thing I wish I knew is to download useful travel apps. Now, this could be anything from like your local like train app, depending on what country you're traveling in or studying in, or it could be things like a currency converter, the app called Move It, or even Time Buddy to help you remember the time differences. Having apps really helped me stay on task, on time, and avoided a lot of confusing situations. Comment down below if you have any travel app recommendations, because I'm always in the search for a good app to help make my life easier. Third thing, classes are pretty different, at least in my experience. So coming from the US, where I was used to having constant quizzes, tests, assignments, homework, things like all the time, having to work on stuff, and then going to Scotland, where I literally had to write one essay and take one exam for the whole semester, I was shocked. Now, don't think that this is like, oh, I never have to study. No, you do, because think about it. You have 2 things that determine your whole grade. Just prepare yourself for what your university course load kind of looks like. Maybe message some of the students there, or just ask your advisors and be like, hey, what should I expect? Okay, my 4th thing is save money before you go. I talked about this in my Guide to Study Abroad video, but you really need to have money in your pocket when you arrive, because you're gonna have a lot of startup costs, and if it's a short-term visa, you won't be able to work, so you have to consider these startup costs, you know? Not the fun stuff, I know it, but also it really doesn't take as much money as you think. Okay, the 5th thing is bring adapters. Okay, I did bring adapters, but I was like, oh my gosh, I just need the cheap ones. Like, I'll just go on Amazon and get like the cheapest adapter, it's fine. No, I'm trying to cut myself off there. Buy the good adapters, because you're gonna have to charge everything using that adapter. You know, from the US to the UK, but then even some European countries have different types of plugs. Okay, number 6, I almost didn't put this one on here because I feel like it's pretty redundant. This is like the oldest trick in the book, pack less, but I mean it. Okay, 7. This one's really important, and that is to photocopy all of your important documents, meaning your passport information page, your acceptance letter, even your license. Have them printed, leave it with your mom, your dad, your cousin, your brother, or sister, so someone at home has those copies. Make another copy to put in a manila folder that you take with you in your luggage, and then have a digital copy. Yes, we're going this far. Have a digital copy on like Google Drive or something in case you lose your luggage. You want to have your back covered, because they are your ticket to being there. Without these papers, like, who are you? Go home. You know what I mean? Number 8. This is a quick one, just a real quick one. Notify your bank that you're going abroad so that your cards work. You don't want to be abroad in that first time and not be able to draw out cash because you can't use your card, internationally, or they think that someone stole your card is like having a fun time over in Europe. By the way, hey, I'll link my study abroad budget sheet in the description below. But my point is just make sure you have your back covered and that your bank knows that you are abroad. Number 9 is use your student card to your advantage. Being a student's hard. You have to study, you have to do work, you have to go to class. You need to have some fun with it, right? So a lot of people don't know that your student card can get you like free admission to museums or discounts on train tickets or like a plethora of things, even food at local restaurants. So carry that card with you, do a little internet research and see what can my card get me in the country I'm in. It saves so much money just by flashing my student card. 10 is important. 10 is very important. You need to remember to turn off your roaming data when you're leaving your home country or when you're leaving to like fly to another place from your study abroad country. If you don't know about the data charges, turn it off. Turn it off, because when you land in that country and everything connects and you go off airplane mode, these are the bills that are gonna start piling up. Make sure you either get like a SIM card, a local SIM card, or check that your phone carrier like supports those countries, that you're not gonna get like international fees. 11, actually check the weather, okay, before you go. And I'm talking about like before we even leave from home. Is it gonna be cold? How cold? Do I need to pack a coat or like a parka? I need to know the difference. I don't even think, for me, okay, I didn't even have like a coat, like a for real coat, because I'm from the South. It's never that cold here. When I got to Scotland, it hurt. I was so cold, I hurt. My elbow, like to bend, like my like joints weren't functioning. It was really cold. So what I'm saying is be prepared for that. Like, don't kid yourself. You say, I love the cold, I love the winter. No. You don't know what that winter is like. Okay, 12. Bring medicine you normally take from home. I mean, obviously your prescription meds, you can usually talk to your doctor and be like, hey doc, I'm going abroad, and like, can you give me my prescription for, 6 more months or like a year, or can you just write it for me? Is this like available in the country I'm going to? And they'll sort that out for you, no big deal, easy. But I'm talking like Advil, Airborne, Tylenol, like cough drops even. You're gonna want, what your body's okay with. If you're one of those people that like has to take that every day or is pretty reliant on it, just kind of do yourself a favor. Bring you a little like medicine kit in your suitcase for just in case. 13, pickpocketing is the thing. And so you don't want to lose your phone, because like that is the golden thing that people are trying to get. For pickpocketing is your phone. Don't hold it out. Don't sit it on the table when you're out to eat. Keep it on your body, and like not even just in your pocket. I mean, hence the word pickpocket. Like they're gonna try. You need to have it in a place that like you can't get to, like in something with a zipper. So just be aware of that, like not scared. It's not like they're gonna hurt you or anything. It's nothing like that. It's just be smart and keep your valuables in places that aren't easy to grab. 14, we're almost done, you guys. 14 is actually kind of hard to make local friends. And before you start getting freaked out, this is a relative experience. It is up to you and the people around you. For me, like I kind of didn't make a lot of like Scottish friends when I was abroad, just because of the environment I was in all the time. I lived with flatmates that were all studying abroad as well. I only had a few classes, so I didn't really get the chance to mingle with a lot of Scottish people, though I did have a few. I didn't have as many as I thought. Like I thought I'd be like hand in hand with Scottish people right beside me, going everywhere. Put in effort to make friends and realize that it's gonna be a little bit harder. We're older, we're students, probably have jobs, and we're busy, so making friends is a little bit harder, but totally doable. 15, any normal task like going to the bank, buying groceries, doing laundry, is an adventure when you're abroad, because nothing's the same. Nothing works the same. All the systems are different. It's kind of overwhelming, because you're like, dang, I just wanted to wash my clothes, or like, dang, I just wanted to buy some pickles. I love pickles. Because that's part of the fun of it. It's just figuring these things out and like laughing about it later. Get comfortable with being uncomfortable. That's the slogan you see everywhere, but it's true. That's just part of the experience. Okay, I wanted to jump in really quick and talk about Great British Mag's survival service. This is something that I wish I knew before I studied abroad, so I want to share it with you. They have services for undergraduate students, post-grad, and even exchange students. They offer help with setting up a bank account before you arrive to the UK, and you can even get your debit card within 48 hours of your arrival. They also help with setting up your phone. They give you a gift SIM card before you even leave with a $5 credit. So that's awesome because that means when you arrive to the UK, you can start using your phone right away. They also send out weekly e-newsletters and have webinars and things like that to keep you informed, and also have a little community when you are in the UK. And they also offer a lot of discounts on things you're going to want to do, like getting your international student card, getting food parcels, and uni starter kits, things like that. So definitely go check that out if you think you'd be interested. There will be a link in my description. You can also get a 10% off discount if you use that link. And I will see you guys in the next one. Bye-bye.